All right, so it's a good thing I got the sun on my side today because you are getting barefaced CCJ with dried up caulk on my hands because here in like 10 minutes I'm getting ready to go back over to the new house to help my husband finish hanging our windows, which finally came in. If you've been following along, you know that we ordered windows in November for this house. We ordered windows when we broke ground because that's what everybody told us to do. I'm not going to get into all of that. Our windows are here. We're gonna, we're gonna hang them up. We've got the front two hung up. Depending on what my timing looks like, I might be able to slip a little picture in the video. But anyway, so my day is not going like I had intended for it to go. So I did not have time to like formally get ready to film, but I'd asked on Instagram. I knew that I wanted to film a video today, and I asked on Instagram this morning what people wanted to see. The choices were either an update on where I am with Raised by Wolves, which is book 2 of the Predators Motorcycle Club series, or like my planning update, like for second quarter, talking about like my Q2 goals, how Q1 went, etc., etc., etc. Overwhelmingly, everybody wants to know about Raised by Wolves. So here we go. Writing a second book about the same characters is very difficult. It's very difficult. That's part of the reason that I don't do that. The other part of the reason is that I'm usually like I'm very one and done kind of girl, but the story just did not call for that. Like it called for 2 books, and so I'm giving it 2 books. But it's been a journey. It has been a journey. Very suspenseful, very thriller. If you've read Deuces Wild, it's very much along those same veins. The series is, which is a bit of a difficulty for me because that's not really what I wanted to do when I said I was writing a motorcycle club book. It was supposed to be more like Ante Up Vegas Nights than Deuces Wild, but it went how it went. And I know that I can get into other things in the series, but I feel like I have to call it something else because the vibes would be so different. But anyway, that doesn't have anything to do with Raised by Wolves. So I am nearing the finish line with Raised by Wolves. I'm nearing the finish line. I am looking at a mid-April release. Yes, I know today's April 1st. This is not April Fool's Day. I don't do April Fools. I'm looking at a mid-April release on Raised by Wolves. If all goes according to plan, which I hope that it will, and that means that I'm here soon. I'm going to be ramping up like my promo, all of that, which I should have been done if I had been following my own advice from the Momentum Shift planner. I have just been so wrapped up in finish the book, which is wrong. That is not that's just not the way to do it. I mean, it works, and I'm keeping myself moving by doing what works, but that is truly not that's just not the best way to do it. That will not yield me the best results, but it will yield me a finished book. So I'm just, I'm just doing what I gotta. But Onyx and Tati, I really love them together. I really, really love them together. And their journey has definitely been just that. I'm sick of them though. I was talking to Love, and if you've read Love's work, you know that she is like very, very good at taking you on this multi-book journey with the characters. Like you're gonna see tons of character development. You're gonna see stuff happening. You're gonna see them falling in love, and you're gonna see kind of the ebb and flow of it all, the difficulties, all of that. And I said to her, I was like, I don't know how you do this every time, because I'm sick of these folks. I'm so sick. I love them. But I'm so sick of them. I want to write something else. But I get that feeling with every book. So I don't know why I'm acting as if that's something new. I get that feeling as I'm nearing the end of each of each project, and it's nothing like against the couple. It's just that I'm getting anxious to be able to get them to their ending and get them to that good place, but they're not in that good place quite yet. And so yeah, it's hard. I think part of the difficulty with this is that I'm a romance novelist. The only box that I will allow, on my work, I write Black characters, like, which is not a box, it's just a descriptor. But I am a romance writer. Like, that is my wheelhouse. That is what I love. That's where my passion lies. And a lot of this book has nothing to do with romance. A lot of this has nothing to do with romance, but it is all part of the development of the characters. Like, it's all part of their story. Like, there's nothing here that isn't relevant. But I know for some readers, it might be like, okay, well, where's the romance, sis? And so I struggle with that. I struggle with wanting to make sure that I hit those right notes. And I know that with this book, part of that is after the action is over, which I'm done with the action, or with the like actiony, like the actiony action. I'm done with that part of it. And now I get to settle back into them as a couple, and I'm really excited to be able to dive into that part, because not only is, like I said, I get to get back to the purely romance aspect of it, but I'm also getting to land the plane. Will I ever do a duology on another couple? The last duology I did was Strictly Professional Unfinished Business, and that was like, what, 8 years ago. So yeah, I'll probably follow that trend. Probably in another 8 years, I'll do another duology. But outside of that, I'm not a fan. I am not a fan. I like to do one book and then I'm done with them. We're getting on about our business. We're going on. That's what I like to do. There's that. There's what I have. That's my update, I guess, on Raised by Wolves. The cover has already been revealed. I do not have an official date yet, but I am planning to wrap it up within the next week. And then I'm going to, give my editor her appropriate time with it, do my read through, all of that. And so, yeah, looking at a mid-April release. And I'm excited about it. I'm glad to see it. The first book one, is already, I think it's in production for audio. I'll have to follow up. Really excited about the voices that are on it. Really excited to see how they bring Tati and Onyx to life. Really excited about that. If you have not seen me announce on social media yet, I do have a different audiobook that just came out today, the Sweet Heat Collection, which is the spinoff of Cinnamon. Miss Cinnamon, from Love and the Highlight Reel, JJ's favorite dancer. She moved and she met up with the Augustine family, and we have all their story. The Augustines are transplant from New Orleans, and I just really love those books. I actually think they're quite underrated, but we won't get into that. Anyway, like I said, I gotta go. So I am going to go ahead and call this a wrap. I'm gonna see if I can squeeze like some real quick editing in and then go ahead and get this uploaded. But again, mid-April release. I don't have an exact date yet, but once I do have one, I will be sure to let you guys know. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for your support, and I'll holla. I am gonna make the other video too. Bye.